Now we're continuing the tour of the art installation Poetry to Get Lost In by Kevin Mooney, and this is the inside of the Petersham Arts and Crafts Center. And as you can see, there are lots of things that are offered for sale by local artisans. They're all very wonderful. It really kind of blows me away. But then back here is the exhibition space that they have exhibitions all the time. As you can see, back there is the wall of poetry, and then here we have the introduction to the installation, and of course there we go, Poetry to Get Lost In. And there's a bio for me, and then over here there's the bio for Sumitra, who is a collaborator on the big 4-foot by 6-foot panels and shadow boxes that you'll see, and then a little artist statement here that you can see online. And then we're going to go back, go into the installation space. As you can see, there are 8 shadow boxes. That Sumitra took my poetry, printed the poems on the glass, and designed abstract art on fabric behind it. I take my poetry from human emotions, turn them into poetic forms, and then he takes the poetic form and creates abstract art. And this is one of the banners, 4-foot by 6-foot. The poem is printed on chiffon, and behind it you can see Sumitra's design that he transcribed from the poem and turned into abstract art. And then over here we have another wall of poetry, all different sizes. The yellow mimics the signs outside. So here is another banner from an old poem many years ago when I was much younger, called Affair of the Heart. It is quite personal. And as you can see, we have different sizes of poems. And these are like, the small ones are like one single poem. And then we have poems that are 2 stanzas. And I know you probably can't read them in the camera, but come on by if you're around. The installation goes through October 12th, 2023. And then we can take a look out the window and see the field of poetry outside, which is very curiously inviting. And then I'll back up, and you can see this whole wall. See, there's the big signs, small signs, and then there's all these lines in the center. First of all, what is poetry is the reasons I'm doing this and how poetry works for me. But these are all one poem. It's hard to see. I'm not going to read it, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stanzas on that one. And that's my prayer for my Uncle Sam. And down below is Justice, 4 stanzas. That one was inspired after I was a foreman on a murder trial in Chicago. And then just for extra, I decided to bring by one of my Swedish weaving blankets. And you can order one custom made. And that is basically the tour of the inside and the outside of the installation here in Petersham. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, contact me. Kevin@leprechaun.inc.com.